Then you look at these other physical characteristics that people describe and that are present in some of the trace evidence, again, where the thing seems to have interacted with the environment in a way that leaves a record of that interaction. It's like, well, they're devoid of claws. They don't have muzzles or massive prognathisms, protruding forefaces. They don't have visible extended ears. They don't have tails. So what does that tell you? Well, it's some sort of hominoid. It's some sort of ape. Now within hominoids, there's a variety of different forms that hominoids take. You have the great apes, which, gorillas, chimpanzees, bonobos, orangutans, etc. You have the lesser apes, gibbons, which are pretty awesome. I think lesser ape is kind of lame. I call them like great, but in their own way, sort of apes. And then you have humans. And so somewhere on this continuum of ape features, Sasquatches seem to fall. They're much more like the other great apes, and especially when we look at a lot of the extinct apes in the fossil record, and specifically the clade of extinct apes that I'm the most interested in, or we could say like presumed to be extinct apes, would be these very large Asian apes, specifically Indopithecus, which is a single genus, and then Gigantopithecus, which is another genus. And in the interest of time, I'll try not to go too long. What we know about Gigantopithecus in a nutshell is that they were the largest apes that ever lived. They had a very broad diet, a very diverse array of food that they accessed. They were restricted to closed canopy forests with very dense understories. They were contemporaneous with our ancestors, Homo erectus, for well over 1 million years, and they were contemporaneous with Homo sapiens. The youngest Gigantopithecus fossils that we have are about 80,000 years old. They had a massive distribution across Asia too, so from Thailand, Vietnam, Laos, much of South China, all the way down to Java and Indonesia. So everything in that fossil record tells me that, okay, well, something like the Sasquatch phenomenon already happened, albeit in Asia and just a little while ago, in that we and our ancestors shared the landscape with these massive, omnivorous, forest-dwelling apes. And the question is, could they have gotten into North America? Which is a very big possibility because most of their contemporaries did. 75% of North American mammals here today came here from Asia across Beringia. And could they still survive today? And to me, when you look at the Gigantopithecus model, that genus, because we're only aware of one species in that genus, so there would have been other species, some of which might have been more or less Sasquatch-like. If I only need to answer those two questions in the affirmative, to me that solves for the Sasquatch. So to me, it's the simplest answer that we have available so far.